Hello, today we're going to tackle how to make a pie graph in Excel. Remember, pie charts are primarily used for qualitative or categorical data. The data here is the same data from our bar graph video. When asked favorite color, people were given 3 choices, red, blue, or green, and these were the responses. To make a pie graph, the first thing we have to do is compute the frequency and then the relative frequency. Pie charts are often done with frequency, but more often done with relative frequency, so we're going to do that. To find the frequency, use the COUNTIF function. Click in my cell G7, then to find the COUNTIF function, click on the little fx with the insert function icon. I looked it up earlier, so it's the first one on my list, but if I had not looked it up, go into the box on top, type COUNTIF, then click Go. It should come up in the box below at that point. Double-click on COUNTIF, and you'll see there are 2 spaces that need to be filled in, range and criteria. Range is for the original data. Highlight the original data. Criteria is what we're looking for. Here we're looking for red. I type red. Under blue, I can do the same thing. Click on the icon for insert function, double-click on COUNTIF, range, highlight all of the original data, criteria, type blue, then click OK. For green, I can do the same thing, or I can just type in the function. The function is equals COUNTIF, open parenthesis. You can see right here the first thing it wants is the range. Highlight all of the original data, just like we did when we had the icon come up. Then the next piece we want to enter is the criteria, so I need a comma to separate the 2. The criteria is green. Since I want it to look up a word, I'm going to put it in parentheses. If it doesn't appear in parentheses, then Excel thinks you're looking for something numerical. Now I have my frequencies. Red is 14, blue is 29, and green is 12. To find relative frequency, we first have to find the total number of data. To do this, we'll use the sum function, equals SUM, open parenthesis, highlight the 3 frequencies that we have, hit enter. The total is 55. To find relative frequency, we take the frequency in the first category, red, divided by the total number. Remember, I don't want the 55 to change, so I'll hit F4. Hitting F4 puts the dollar signs around the G12, so that won't change. Hit Enter, and then drag down. You can see that mine came up as percent symbols. That's because I had formatted the cells for percentages. To do that, right-click on the cells, go down to Format Cells, and under number, I had clicked percentage. If you want it to go back to decimal form, just click general. But I like percentages in my pie charts, so I'm going to leave it as percentage. Now that we have all the data, let's make the pie graph. To actually make the graph, go to the Insert tab in the upper ribbon, and in the Insert ribbon, just go over to Pie. We want a 2-dimensional pie graph. Just like with the column graphs, we don't want anything too fancy. We want the data to be very clear. So I click the first choice under 2-dimensional pie. To put my data in, go up to the Select Data tab. Click on that. Once Select Data Source is open, under Legend Entries, click Add. My series name is going to be favorite color. Remember, series name is just the title. For series values, highlight the relative frequencies. Those are the different input to what we're looking at. Click OK. In my graph, I've got 1, 2, 3. I don't want 1, 2, 3. I want the name of my categories. So I'll highlight horizontal axis labels. And I'll highlight my categories, red, blue, green. Click OK. Here I've got a pie graph. It's a nice pie graph. It shows different colors. It doesn't give me the numerical information though, and I want the numerical information. To change numerical information, go over here to Chart Layouts, click the arrow that points down, and you'll see there are different choices. I like this choice right here. It's the last one of the second row, called Layout 6. You've got the percentages inside, the labels on the side. You can play around with it, look at different things depending on what you want and what you think displays the information the best.